Oh shit, hello and welcome to Trigger Warning Tuesday. I'm on my own tonight. Graham's poorly. He has brown, rusty water just pouring out of his asshole, which means he can't be with us tonight because he's just tired and poorly and throwing up and shitting violently and all those things. Apparently, for all I know, he's playing World of Warcraft and having a tug. I don't know, but he says he's poorly. So it's just me. I am very, very sorry about that, but you're stuck with me. But I've only got a few things to talk about tonight, so it's all good, right? We'll just hang out. We'll just chill for a bit. By the way, if you'd like to Skype in tonight, I should really have it on the screen somewhere, but I don't. It's live at triggerwarning.tv on Skype. That's live at triggerwarning.tv. I'll say it a few times, and if you'd like to Skype in, have a chat, I don't know, do so, because it's open. You're not on cam because Windows Skype refuses to be picked up by anything. I should really switch to Hangouts or Zoom or something else, but I just haven't yet. So yeah, Skype in live at triggerwarning.tv. Of course, you can chat to me in chat there. You can drop a super chat in if you want to make sure that I read something out and support the Trigger Warning project. That's my Twitter. Go and give it a follow if you haven't. I usually just post utter complete shite, but that should come as no surprise. It's at Hayden Hewitt. Go on, let's hang out on Twitter, because we can never talk enough. And of course, while I'm at it, go and sign up for triggerwarning.tv. Still a lot to come on the site, but it's got a social media of its own in there that doesn't track you or anything like that. It's got a forum built in, and the tickets for Trigger Warning Meet Space are going to be sold through there, hopefully from tomorrow. I'll talk more about that very shortly. Give you some of the info that's going on and what's happening. Also going to say a big shout out to young Alex, who's there now posting his Trigger Warning. I think that's him. And he's doing clips for us. I imagine Graham's, just corked his ass and gone to sleep. I don't know. We'll find out. But young Alex there doing the job, being a hero. And Cherry, who apparently is off down that London somewhere. I don't even know why. So yeah, it's just me and Alex. Rest of the team, lightweights. Us guys, the hardcore. Yeah, we're here. Oh shit, yeah. Who's in chat? Let's have a look who we've got. We've got apparently a chicken who says, I'm back. Cool. I don't know who you are, but cool. The American Rebellion channel, of course, is in. Hello, sir. Mr. Kill C1. We got Nat Lynch. Nat. We got Alan, Rubber Johnny, Fat Belly. Who else we got in here? Let's have a quick scan down. Lay Like Luke, who apparently is listening in from a family holiday in Italy, subjecting my wife to the wheelchair hating Mr. Booth. Sorry, no, but if you go to @GrahamBooth on Twitter, I'm sure you'll catch up on some of that. Natalie Stacey's in. Hello, Natalie. We got Dippy Derek. Ian, who apparently says Hayden is wiping the chicken and watermelon off his chops. Not sure I get it. Nat Lynch, thank you very much. That's most appreciated. No, Alex, no one could say you're a lightweight, especially after 3 hours sleep. But at your age, 3 hours sleep should be plenty. Absolutely plenty. For some reason, the Trigger Warning clacker didn't show up there. But, we can't have everything. Oh, it's hidden over there for some strange, bizarre reason. Let's drag it up, just in case. No one should miss the clacker. No one should ever miss the clacker. That doesn't make sense. I was calling Rubber Johnny, dude. I would never call you Rubber Johnny. Something worse. Say it like Richie says. I can't shout that loud. Natalie Stacey. Almost list Stacey. There you go. Hope that helps. Okay, before we get on to some stories and tales, I've already mentioned Twitter, but this went up earlier. As you can see, it's Graham showing his true colours. He was asked if he'd like to choose the outfits for the live show. There you go. I think that tells you all you need to know about Graham. That's not me, by the way. That's Cherry. He's putting a bit of weight, and that's young Alex. In that one, I was taking the picture. I got a red one because I'm special. Let's get rid of that. Otherwise, I'll just end up staring. I'm not looking at my alerts and notifications because it might be something personal. This Thursday on TW Thursday, previously called The Big Show for reasons I never understood, we got a special guest this Thursday, and it's this guy. It's a Real Young Crip on Twitter, at Real Young Crip, also known as Crip Daddy. He's a cripple, and he's very, very fucking funny. So yeah, check that out Thursday. That's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that, especially as Graham, as we know, has a terrible aversion to disabled people. So it should be a lot of fun. So that's this Thursday, 10 o'clock UK time. A Chicken says euthanize all genetically imperfect people, including people with male pattern baldness, to simulate natural selection. How do you know this isn't natural selection? We've lost hair from other places. Maybe this is the next step in evolution. I'm not talking about your clubfoot, hammer-toed, fucking six-fingered sister fucking deformities that you've got going on. That's fucked. This shit is the future. It's the future. You're just jealous because I've got loads of testosterone. Deary me. Ringtones. Natalie, funny you should mention that. Graham was saying we should do ringtones. Maybe we should. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Meat Space. As some of you guys will know already, on Saturday, November the 2nd, this year, we're going to do the first real life in the Meat Space version of Trigger Warning. It's going to be at the studio, so numbers will be limited. I know a lot of people have been getting in touch, well, a lot by my standards, a lot of people, about when tickets will be available. I know we've got a guy who's been on to me about hotels in Manchester because he's coming from America to hang out, come to the event. So tickets will be available, hopefully from tomorrow. Initially for our patrons, there'll be a message on Patreon telling you how to get yours if you want them. And then the day after or something like that, they'll be available to everybody else. There's only so many because the studio's not big, and I'm not anticipating a massive crush to come and see me and Graham. But to make it more exciting, Richie Allen's going to be joining us, where I guess Graham's going to be schooling him on socialism. But that's happening as well. So it's going to be a full evening on the Saturday, from doing a live show. Graham's doing a bit. We'll have a round table thing with Richie where there'll be lots of shouting, and I imagine everyone will be quite tired and emotional by then. And then we'll wrap things up with a solid bout of Safe Space, which promises to be very, very offensive, and we'll have the cameras off for some of it because it will be a free speech event. So don't record other people to get them in trouble. Just sit back, chill out, and be whatever you want to be. That's what this is about. And they can't cancel us because we're doing it in our studio. So, fantastic. Very happy about that. So that's Saturday, November the 2nd. Tickets should go on sale for patrons tomorrow, all being well, and everybody else like a day or so afterwards. And I said there's not a lot of tickets going to be available. There's not a lot of room, and I don't think we're going to be exactly hammered for demand. But if we are, hey, great. They're going to be reasonably cheap as well. It's just about mainly renting chairs, I imagine. But, you know, supporting the whole deal as well. And hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. And if you guys are staying in Manchester, if you're coming, let's say, on the Friday, we can go out Friday night, get some drinks, hang out, do whatever. So that'll be fun as well. Probably not the Sunday night because most people will be working Monday. But definitely, if you're coming up a day early, we'll do the Friday evening, do the drinks, and on the Saturday we'll do the event itself, and we'll get everyone's phone numbers to send SMS tickets, messages out, let you know where everyone should be at any given time. Make sure everyone's kept in the loop and everyone knows where they're going and everything else. But it's very easy to get to the studio from the city centre. It's very close, so that should be absolutely fine. If any of you guys are coming, you need advice on hotels, drop us an email, admin@triggerwarning.tv. or contact us through the contact form on the site. We'll try and help you out. I believe the guy coming from America has got reasonable prices at the Malmaison, which sounds posh. I've never stayed, obviously. People ask me what the hotel's like in Manchester. I don't stay in hotels in Manchester. I live in Manchester. But there's lots of cheap deals, especially if you go on last minute. The Britannia's usually banging them out as well, and that's slap bang in the middle of the city. So I hope to see some of you guys there. It'd be nice to meet some of you. Probably less nice to meet others. But I do hope you guys can come along, because I think it's going to be a fucking cool evening. And like I say, it'd just be good to meet up with you all. Hang out. And you get to meet Graham Booth. And possibly Richie Allen as well. Who's a A-lister to some of you guys. So let's get on. We'll see who else can turn up. I don't know anybody else that might come to it, but we'll try. Who knows? Natalie, if guys are coming on the Friday, I'm more than happy that some of us go and hang out on Friday. I'll come into town in the evening. I'm sure Graham we'll go get some drinks, or at one of the hotels. We'll all just hang out like we used to do with the Live Leak events. And yeah, we'll have a Friday night meet up and the event on the Saturday night. Why not? If people are in Manchester, it'd be rude not to come and hang out, wouldn't it? So yes, a chicken. Just to repeat, it's Saturday, November the 2nd, here in Manchester. Once you've got tickets and everything, we'll confirm the address, although it's no great secret. Other people have been there before. And we'll work out some kind of schedule of getting everybody there and hanging out on the Friday, what time to be at the event on the Saturday. It's all going to be on the site from hopefully tomorrow, along with a rough kind of itinerary. Because we're doing it at the studio, you probably have to bring your own booze. Unless we buy a couple of sheets of some cheap shite. I don't know. Depends how funds are. But yeah, I think it's going to be an absolute corker. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. And Natalie, you survived 2 years in Croydon, 2 nights in Manchester, should be okay. Manchester is like, compared to all those shitholes down south, it's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, and I think there's a food takeaway place a couple of doors down. Never eaten there. But now we can get pizzas sent in. We'll do whatever the fuck we like. And also, because we're using the studio, we could start the event at 7. We can finish it whenever we want. So if it goes on and on and on and on, you get the idea. We can do that. Gonna admit, when the idea first came across, it was last year. Graham sort of said, "Should we do this?" I was really reluctant. Not gonna lie. Not because I didn't want to do live shows with people, because I think that would be fucking exciting and a lot of fun. Just I didn't think anyone would want to come. I just didn't. And I've been putting it off, and then other shit from real life got in the way over the last few months that's not let me do anything. But the more I think about it, the more I am tremendously excited about it. I'm not going to lie. Happy Dog says Manchester is like a poorer, slightly smellier version of Newcastle. Yeah, of course it is, mate. Poorer and smellier than fucking Newcastle. I've been to Newcastle. I know a shit. I want to see it. Dippy Derek, you can't smoke it inside the place. But if you want to stand outside and smoke some weed, there's a car park. You can stay outside, just fill your fucking boots. I don't care. You know, bring your works and shoot up out the back if you like. Whatever does it for you, dude. Whatever does it for you. Gotta admit, I'm really pleased about the people that said they are going to come, because, well, I'm really looking forward to meeting some of you. Simple as that. If Brexit happens, surely the world will end on the first fat belly. It will be a celebration. It will be a celebration. We'll be flying just the English flag, really, by then, won't it? But flying the English flag and fighting for tins of beans at the supermarket. It'd be glorious. It'd be absolutely glorious. I can't wait. Well, what I can wait for is tomorrow. I've got to really start sorting some shit out for this live show. Make sure that it all I'm not going to say goes without a hitch. nothing goes without a hitch on trigger warning. But yeah, and obviously Graham and I can't get shit-faced on the Friday with you guys, but I'm sure you understand. You're welcome to get as shit-faced as you like, though. Absolutely. Okay, so remember, you can Skype in tonight, live at triggerwarning.tv. If you want to drop some coin on us, feel free. Super Chats is enabled. You can head over to Streamlabs and do it there. It's Trigger Warning TV. Or if you don't want to support it financially, you could go and be a patron. Patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. If you can't or just don't want to, please share the links. Click like. Now it takes a second of your time, and it helps us with some kind of weird YouTube metrics that Graham tried to explain to me once, but I didn't listen, obviously, because why would you? Why the fuck would you listen to that? But click like, and if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe. Like I say, it takes a second of your life, but it means a lot to us. And touch my bell. The one. Just press it. Poke my bell. Marvellous. Right, I guess we should talk about some things. We spoke about Crypt Daddy coming along. Apparently, I was just looking on the Israeli elections. Not going to talk much about this. I don't know much about it. Looks like Netanyahu doesn't have a majority this time, so that could be quite interesting when that comes around. See where those guys go with that. I'm not sure the latest news. Apparently, the exit polls say it's too close to call. Literally, just it's looking like he might lose his majority. So could change a little bit. Could change a little bit in the near future over there, which would be cool. Smoke Steve, I've no idea how it works with Super Chats. I think mine went through Google Pay when I dropped a couple of quid on Richie to call him a tramp. That's right, a chicken. Being a Mossad agent, I'm sent the link to the page on The Guardian that I just used. Here it is, the secret Mossad page. King Bibby, King Donald, fantastic. I think the battery in this is fucked. Sorry. It is. That's not good. That's a new battery. Sorry, 1 second. I can't possibly. Brand new 21700. Supposed to be fully charged. What is going on? Let's see if this one works. Exciting. I know, but if I don't look after my addictions will look after me. That's a bit weak as well, isn't it? Oh, it's on fire now. That'll be the smoke alarms going off. That's really weak. Can't believe I just set fire to my... I usually like to do that when the family aren't in bed. It's a bomb, yes. That's better. That's better. Pardon me. I usually what I do is I wait till Graham's talking when I do that. No, I just don't think I juiced it up probably, but I think there is a problem with this battery. That's fine. Do they normally go up in flames when you dick about with them? Yeah. If you just keep pressing the fire button. Yeah, not usually when I'm using them. Been a lot of stuff about vaping. I don't want to talk about it again, Tom, but some really fascinating stuff, not related to the act of vaping itself, more what's happening in the States. But I was probably going to have a chat with Richie about it, but there's some amazing underhand weird shit going on that's absolutely fucking awesome. So that's something we're going to look at. Alan says it's just a stick with an 18650. No, 21700, not 18650s in that. I've got some other mechs with 18650s, but not in that one. So yeah, Netanyahu looks like he isn't getting the majority this time. Right, there is something I wanted to talk about. just by way of a change. There's somebody called Tyler Porter. Tyler Porter. Now, Tyler Porter is staying at a women's shelter in Canada that supports her. Tyler is trans, self-IDs. Tyler self-IDs as a woman. And as such, is staying in a women's shelter. Tyler is everything that's wrong with self-ID. Never mind Jessica Yaniv. We've already established the problems with Jonathan Jessica Yaniv. Tyler is a little more brutal, if I'm honest. He posts about wandering around naked with an erection in a women's shelter, even providing the address of the shelter. When concerned women at the shelter have tweeted, the shelter responds by asking people not to spread harmful mistruths about trans people. Harmful mistruths. So, let me just bring this up for you. This is from Tyler. The morning wood came back with progesterone. I live in a women's shelter at the moment, so it's rather amusing when I wake up and get out of bed to use the bathroom, pitching a tent with my tiddies out. Because that's how women speak. He has form, by the way, for being abusive and violent. Now, I had a look for Tyler. There's Tyler. That's Tyler, being Tyler. Fine, you know. But this is also Tyler in the women's shelter. Yeah, that's right. A place where there are vulnerable women who need somewhere safe. Somewhere they can feel that they won't be abused. Somewhere where they won't be beaten, attacked, or anything else. This fucker's staying there. And the Canadian government says that's fine. It's not fine. Tyler's an abusive, awful, degenerate prick. Trans women don't act like this. They don't do this shit. I don't know all of them, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the vast, overwhelming majority don't want to call attention to themselves this way. Same with trans men. You know, they identify as that sex, so they want to, that's what they are, how they tend to act. This is a bloke. This is a fucking bloke. This is not a woman. How the fuck can this be a woman any more than Jessica Yaniv can be a woman? This is not a woman. This is an abusive fucking... Look at the state of the prick. Look at the state of that strung out, greasy-haired piece of shit. In a women's shelter. When the women are concerned, they're told, let it go. Let it go. Don't be like that. Don't spread mistruths about trans people. They're not. They're not saying anything about trans people. They're saying shit about Tyler. Because Tyler is a fucking Fruit Loop. Tyler is a dangerous, nasty, dreadful fucking person. And all those virtue signalling assholes on Twitter falling over themselves to defend shit like that. All you are fucking doing is oppressing women and making life so much harder for actual trans people. Like, you know, the people that really are trans women, that try everything in their power to be the woman they believe they are, that they feel they want to be. That person that's perceived as a woman, is treated as a woman, whatever else. No matter what your feelings are on that in general, if someone wants to live that way and they aren't hurting others, you can only be supportive of them. What fucking harm is it doing you? You know, oh, my moral values. Fuck off. It's not hurting anybody, except maybe themselves, but they'd probably hurt themselves worse if they were denied the ability to transition. But this fucking freak, this dreadful piece of shit, they're just, there's more and more of them coming out of the woodwork. And the worst part is they'll do something terrible. Him or Yaniv. Maybe one day Canada will wake up and say, you know, you're screwing the disability, and you're like, after screwing kids, you're going to prison. These fuckers would be sent to a women's prison. And people tell me, oh, but it doesn't happen. There's no problems with it. Well, clearly it fucking does. We've already seen abusive men being sent to women's prisons because they ID as a woman. Self-ID is inherently fucking dangerous. Because the people that are going to use it the most are the people it was never fucking intended for. They're going to use the shit out of all this. Like Yaniv suing, was it the fucking 40 lawsuits, 400? I don't fucking know. Suing the shit out of everyone and beating, is it Vice journalists with a fucking stick, whoever it was. Probably not Vice, actually. I might have approved. But yeah, just look. And some say you shouldn't show pictures of them, shouldn't show where they can be identified. Well, I think people should know what fucking predators like this look like. Tyler Porter. What a dreadful, dreadful shit weasel. If you want to know more, there's loads and loads of stuff on Twitter, as you can imagine. And of course, any women speaking out about it are TERFs, who deserve beating, apparently. Nothing more, nothing less, because that's how it works, right? So it's just more and more people showing off the pictures. Let's see if we can get a couple more up here. Let's see if we can get a couple more up. What's this? Here we go. This is Tyler. Remember, Tyler's in a women's shelter. Bitch, please. I'm a walk around first thing in the morning, topless, titties out and a bulge in my pants, in the women's shelter, with a piece of toast in my hand and my hair tied up. There you go. It's the address of the shelter. It's just... Apparently he posts lots of nudes on Facebook, which I've not looked for, and I'm not going to, but if you know, you fill your boots. But yeah, he brags about insulting women at jail time, about how he tried masturbating, can't spell masturbating in the shower this morning for the first time in a long time. It's gotten really, really hard to do. A bloke having a wank in the showers at a women's shelter. I know we joke about me being an old boomer and stuff, and I do believe I'm Generation X. But I think I must be old because I don't get it. I don't understand how this is allowed. Genuinely, I just don't understand. I don't fucking get it. Don't get it. Don't advocate violence ever. But how's he not had his cum kicked in? I just don't know. Like that guy, that dreadful millennial piece of shit that did the spinning back roundhouse kick and kicked that woman's camera and then kicked her. Why did he not get a slap? Because I don't believe all this punch Nazi shit. I don't know about that, but I know if you see someone assaulting a woman, am I wrong? Am I too old fashioned? But surely that's deserving of at least a dry slap, right? Now, no one should be going out to beat Tyler Porter, but the authorities should be dragging him out of that women's shelter and put him in a fucking men's hostel until he sorts his shit out. Him, his titties, and the bulge in his fucking pants. That's what should be happening. But I don't understand fucking world anymore. I'm fucking lost. It's all gone fucking mad. Which is probably why we do this, because I'm just trying to make fucking sense of it all. Someone said he looks like a shaved Graham. Graham's old MySpace photos looked a lot like that. I didn't save them. I found getting loads of them. I should have saved them. Some of them were shocking. I mean, he wouldn't be embarrassed by them. But it does look a little like Graham, which is it's quite alarming, really, isn't it? If Graham's online, I think he's got something explaining to it, but I know he's not in a women's shelter in Canada right now. And I know he isn't trans either. Graham hates anyone that's different. You know, so trans people, disabled people, black people, brown people, Jews. So Graham would never be that person. Plus the fact he wouldn't want to go in a women's shelter anyway. Dear me. Yeah, do get in touch, by the way. It's live at triggerwarning.tv. No, live at triggerwarning. Yeah, live at triggerwarning.tv on Skype. Skype in. Have a chat with me. Otherwise, we've got like one more thing to talk about, then we're done. Because I'm woefully unprepared for tonight, and I've been trying to sort out too many things for what we've got coming up. By the way, I didn't ask Natalie, are you coming up on the Friday? If so, fantastic. That'd be nice to meet you. Who else in chat right now is thinking about coming to the event? Just give me a heads up in here. I'd just like to see. We had a Discord server. We just didn't use it. It might still be going for all I know. A chicken will be in uni. Very cool. Natalie's definitely on a Saturday. I don't think you'll have many lectures on a Friday evening or a Saturday. Books course coming up. Fantastic. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. So many of you. That's brilliant. Shit, I'll have to make sure I've got something to talk about. Happy Dog, I do hope you're coming. I mean, you are gonna come, aren't you? Really? You must. You were on our earlier podcasts. Mr. Kill, you definitely can if you try. It'll be posted on Patreon when it's working out. So it will be posted on Patreon, and it'll tell you how to get in your early tickets. But to be honest, I don't think they're going to run out or anything. I think it'll be fine. Oh, Happy Dog, that's a shame, mate. It's a shame, but well, you know, whenever you can, just bob over. Yeah, you know how it works. Just let me know, bob over, and it'd be great to see you. You can talk about baldness to my face all you like, Alan. I'll be able to see you as well, though, and I'm fairly positive there'll be plenty to point out where you're concerned. I'm sure you have a lovely head of hair all the way down your fucking back, so a chicken. I'll go through the spiel at the end what it is, but yes, a meeting, a free speech meeting, and a show and all sorts. Really, yes. I'm really looking forward to the safe space part. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really looking forward to the safe space bit because I enjoy playing that game. Possibly more than Graham and Cherry do, but I really enjoy playing the safe space game. And perhaps some of you could have a turn as well. That'd be nice. When's Opeth? Always makes me feel like I've got a lisp when I say Opeth. When's Opeth? I'll just wait for you to tell me. Can't believe anyone would choose Opeth over us. No, we're not going to we're not going to have any problems with Opeth because we're on the second. See, so it's after. It's brilliant. It's perfect. I'm going to a gig in January. I'm going to see Slipknot with Behemoth supporting, which is great for a few reasons. I really like Behemoth. I really like Slipknot, but so does my son. So it's another metal gig he gets to go to. He's 7. He's such a lucky little sod because at 7 he's been to see AC/DC with Axl Rose singing, who was really good. He's been to see Alice Cooper. He's seen Iron Maiden. At one show alone, he saw Lamb of God, Anthrax, and Slayer. And now he's going to see Slipknot and Behemoth. So I'm really buzzing about that. I was going to take him to Metallica, but the tickets were just stupid. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, he smokes Steve. He's got ear protectors for gigs. Don't worry about that. That's all taken care of. He's allowed to take them off for one song if he really likes it. Devin Townsend. Won't mind seeing Devin Townsend. I went to see a clinic of his. Turbo Turd Carcass. I fucking love Carcass. I think they're awesome. From back in the day when, like, basically there's pre-heart work and post-heart work. I like all of it, even Swan Song. But some of the earlier stuff, I just remember tripping my tits off with my friends listening to that, and it was fucking great. Joe Satriani, I couldn't sit through a Joe Satriani gig. I have trouble with the Guitar Hero gigs in general, even Steve Vai or Yngwie, who I think are incredible players. I just can't sit through a whole gig of it. Each to their own, though, I guess. But Slipknot, definitely looking forward to them because we've been listening to a lot. And in fact, we set up the old hi-fi system in the living room yesterday, and we dragged all the old vinyl out. So we've been listening to lots of Maiden, Priest, Van Halen, Nuclear Assault, and some other stuff. I'd like Megadeth to come back around, sort of Manchester as well. I'd like to take Junior to see Megadeth because he likes them as well. Basically, I want him to see all the bands that he won't get to see when he's older. So he's got this massive memory bank of seeing all these great gigs. Alan, I am a huge Maiden fan, have been since the age of about 13, 14. And that's no, although I have to say that my favourite Maiden album is now, 32 years old, his seventh son. So Happy Dog, Dave Lee Roth. It was Van Halen 1, 2, 3 and Women and Children in first we got through last night. I saw Pantera at the Manchester Apollo, which holds about, I think, is it 2,500, 3,000, something like that. It was on the Reinventing the Steel tour, though, so it was all a bit... But still got to see him. That's all that matters, isn't it? I got to see them. Junior really likes Pantera as well, but obviously you can't go and see him because half of them are dead. Metal Chat. Next week, Witch Find. Do I make my own vape juice? No, I don't. I've done that. I like making coils and things like that. I've never been into making the liquid so much. I just find waiting for stuff really fucking annoys me. I won't even buy juice. I've got a steep. If I buy something, I want to use it. Fat Belly Scene Mark Almond. Happy Dog says Bon Scott or Brian Johnson. Oh, tough call because I really like both of them. I can't even say I've listened to one more than the other. Although, yeah, I probably have because of Back in Black. I'm going to have to go Brian Johnson, dude. I'm going to have to go Brian Johnson. That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Why did I remove Shoe Nice from... I didn't, but whoever did, God bless him. The man's a fucking lunatic. He removed himself twice. Because we wouldn't. I don't know what he wanted us to do. I didn't speak to him. I think he wanted some kind of deal or some. I don't know. The man eats dog turds. I got nothing to say to him. You know, if he wants to put videos on there, that's fine. But we didn't do anything he wanted. So, like I say, the man eats dog shit. I struggle terribly taking anyone too seriously if they eat dog shit. It's just one of those little rules I have in life. Brexit, yes, Natalie, Brexit's still fucked. I was hoping to get through a whole show without actually doing any Brexit. But while we're on the topic, did you see the Boris Johnson's gone over to the EU, and the Prime Minister of Luxembourg got stuck in. Fucking Luxembourg? Is that actually a place? Is it real? I mean, when did anyone ever give a shit what the Prime Minister of fucking Luxembourg said? Naturally, the Remain press are loving it. Oh, look how he got stuck into it. It's like, dude, the guy's a fucking nobody. We give the Prime Minister of the Tau Sheikh, whatever the fuck they say about the guy that runs Ireland, we give him way more time than anyone ever would. But the Prime Minister of fucking Luxembourg? Who gives a fuck what he thinks? Luxembourg. That makes less sense to me than a man in a women's shelter, you know? Today we're going to hear what the Prime Minister of some misbegotten, tiny little fucking made-up place you don't give a fuck about has got to say. It's like asking me if I want to listen to a fucking speech about women's rights from someone, you know, someone in the government in the Democratic Republic of Congo. No, of course I fucking don't. So, fuck Luxembourg. Fuck the EU. Fuck Boris Johnson. Fuck Jeremy Corbyn right in the ear. And that Joe Swinson. Happy Dog says Luxembourg is about the size of Bolton with less people and not as much beauty. I think Boris missed a trick there. Because you could literally have done what Nigel Farage did, just stood next to him. Let him have his whole say of everything and just turn around and go, "Who are you?" "I don't know who you are. I'm the Prime Minister of Luxembourg." Did you hear the way he speaks as well? "I'm the Prime Minister of Luxembourg." "I don't know where that is." "You're an insignificant man from an insignificant place. I don't even know if it's a country or just a gap between countries." Like I say, fuck them all. That's it for Brexit. We've spoken too much about Brexit over the last couple of weeks. I don't know how much 50 grams of tobacco is. Alex might know. I don't know. Probably really fucking dear, I expect. Also, let's be fair. Boris could have just turned around and said, "Shut the fuck up, dickhead. I'm going to roll your piece of shit made up country up like an old fucking carpet. See if I don't. I can see your house from here." Maybe then taking his top off and pushed a pint glass into the brick. Show him English diplomacy. England. It's £20 for a packet of tobacco now. That used to be the cheap option. What the fuck happened there? Wow. Long gone are the days and I go, "Pack of Amber Leaf, please. Amber Leaf." Oh, of course, Fat Belly Radio Luxembourg. Never listened. I didn't believe it was real. Turbo Turd, are you saying $95 in Australia for a packet of tobacco? Right, give me some idea of scale here, because what else costs 95 Australian dollars? For all I know, your money's like the money in fucking Zimbabwe. I don't know. There you go, Dippy Derek, free Rizzler, sometimes a double pack. What else can you buy for $95 in Australia? Give me something. Give me a point of reference here, so I can try and understand. 5 abo hookers. That's not a great point of reference for me. I don't know how much they are here. That's it, Fat Belly. You got to go in the pubs, haven't you? You got to go in the pubs. Fat Belly, are you not coming across the sea in November? And saying things like, no, are you? That's as close as I get. Just, you're not popping over. Okay, beyond Aborigine hookers, I'm getting no point of reference. Well, that's because you keep buying tobacco off Dodgy Dave down the fucking boozer, mate. That's why. I don't watch the Brendan O'Neill podcast. I'm afraid. I don't even know who Brendan O'Neill is. Or maybe I do and I've just wiped it from my mind. For some reason, Strictly Come Dancing comes to mind, which is weird because I've never watched it, but there's probably someone called Brendan in it. Is it the same one? Is it a Strictly Come Dancing podcast that you listen to, Happy Dog? Is it? Takes all sorts. Before we go, what else has been going on? Well, with regards to Brexit, Boris Johnson said he's just going to wait and see what the Supreme Court says. Was that not supposed to be today? What did they say? They were sitting today. So I'm not really sure what happened there, actually. I should probably have looked that up. Apparently, our International Trade Secretary, Liz Truss, apologised to the Court of Appeal last night for 2 breaches of a government pledge to block new military exports to Saudi Arabia. Apparently, what we sold them were radio parts and cooling systems, which were inadvertent. Because apparently ministers promised in June not to license exports to the kingdom that could be used in the Yemen conflict. So they made a boo-boo. $52 for a packet of tobacco. £52. Wow. You guys must be on some serious fucking wages in Australia if you can afford to do that shit. 40 a day, you'd have to be a high roller, wouldn't you? What else is going on? Elon Musk, Germany, accused that diver of being a pedo. He now says that he didn't mean to accuse him of paedophilia. Vern Unsworth is the chap. He didn't mean to accuse him of paedophilia when he called him pedo guy. So he called him pedo guy, but he didn't mean paedophilia. He just meant creepy old man. That's gone well. Apart from that, not much. It must be a slow news week because apparently David Cameron's been in the news again, and a US woman swallowed her engagement ring in her sleep. Apparently she had a nightmare where her fiancé advised her to swallow the ring to keep it safe from bad guys, and that's news. Wow. Must be a slow week. Must be a very slow news week. Right, I guess we're about at the hour mark. That's quite surprised me. Wow. So remember, if you're on Twitter, give us a follow. It's at Hayden Hewitt, and also go to @TriggeredTV on Twitter and follow Trigger Warning, especially if you want to keep abreast of what's going on. Not only that, remember, I've already said it, you've heard it, but I'm going to tell you again, we got the TW Meet Space event coming up on the 2nd of November here in Manchester. Tickets will start going on sale for our patrons, hopefully tomorrow, and everyone else a day or two later. It's a Saturday, and there's going to be a full evening and possibly well into the early morning. A schedule of wrong think, abusive behaviour, and all that right here in God's chosen city of Manchester. And if you come up on the Friday night, as I know some of you are, you can come and hang out. We'll go out for some beers or, buffet, whatever. And I'll watch you all getting drunk like the animals I know you are. We're back on Thursday with Trigger Warning Thursday. And we've got Real Young Crip on, remember? Crip Daddy. So do check that out. He's very, very funny. And I'm really looking forward to having a chat with him. We kind of started chatting via DM, but I had to stop because I'd have ended up just chatting away with him and there'd been nothing left to talk about on Thursday, which would suck ass. So do join us 10 o'clock Thursday. I'm not sure how poorly Graham's going to be through the rest of the week, but if he isn't, he'll be back doing his 12 o'clock show. That's 12 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. It's usually weekdays. It's a quick roundup of what's in the news and things like that. Cherry is coming back. As you know, we've not broadcast from the studio for a few weeks, and on Thursday I only told him 2 hours before because I'm a dick, and he was hanging out with his kids, which, to be fair, I would definitely choose that over doing anything else. So, not hanging out with Cherry's kids, but with my own. I'm not, don't get me confused with people that ride bicycles. But yeah, Cherry is returning, and he'll be back in his seat. So you got Graham nearly every day at 12 o'clock. We got Trigger Warning Thursday coming up, and we'll be back again next Tuesday. And apparently, I'm going to be doing a couple more streams through the week at some point as well. Probably at night, because I don't like doing them during the day. I don't believe in it. Way too much stress and shit going on for that, but just during the evening. So thank you very much. If you'd like to support Trigger Warning, please go to patreon.com/triggerwarningtv, where you can become one of our patrons and help cover some of the costs. It's hugely appreciated. We just couldn't do it without you guys now. We couldn't do what we do, and thanks to Nat for dropping a super chat on us today. That was marvellous. And yeah, if you can't afford to give your money, because times aren't that easy right now, or you just don't want to, please share the links, click like, click subscribe. It all helps us. Share them on social media, let people know about Trigger Warning. So yeah, that's me done. I'm going to go and read The Undead Day 23 on my Kindle for an hour before I pass out like the old man that I am. And I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Have a cracking couple of days, guys. Take care. Bye bye.